All right, sir. Thank you,
All
sir.
right. So you said you wanted to edit your work. So let me just check your work now. So I want you to give me access to that work as an editor so that I can show you very well. I've already opened your work here.
All
So
right,
can you
sir.
give me access on your Google Mail, your Google Documents as an editor?
All right,
Because
sir.
currently I am suggesting something or something like that.
All right, so I'm coming. Let me do that right now. Just give me a few moments, sir.
All right, no problem.
Why did I write this thing?
Or do you know how to do that?
Yes, I do. I'm just looking for which of my Chrome browser I used. Sorry, I used
No,
different Chrome.
no, you go to your document on your phone, like your Google Doc. Okay, your Chrome browser.
And I use my laptop. I'm just looking for the right
Okay, Gmail that you
Chrome I
use.
used. I use different Chrome for different things. So I can't I'm looking just give me a few minutes, sir. I would
Uh, uh,
get
no
it
problem.
now. Oops. Um, uh, my apologies, sir. I'll be done soon. Inner child letter. Okay, okay. The book. I've seen it. I'm opening it now. I'm opening it now, please. All right, so I've made you an editor. Are you there too?
Yeah, so let me check. I'm currently on it.
All right,
Let
sir.
me refresh. Okay, yeah, I can see that now. So let me share my screen so that you can actually see what I am doing. Let me go
All
to
right, sir.
amazon.com because I think it will be faster like this when we just quickly, when I show you what you want to do, then you can just start immediately.
All right,
Another
sir.
screen. Okay, so can you see the screen now presently?
Not yet, sir. I can't see your screen.
All right, let me add it to I've not added it. Okay, I'm sure you should be able to see it now.
Yes, I'm seeing it now, sir.
All right, okay, no problem. So we are going to go to your document. This is your document here. So now, like this is your first page presently that you are seeing. Before you edit any book on for Amazon KDP, we are going to make
Yes,
more
sir.
research about that type of book that you are writing. Who has written that book before, and how did they design their book cover? How did they put their first page, their second page, their third page? You are going to be getting some creativity from their own book. Not that we are going to
Yes,
be
sir.
copying them. We are only
Yes,
going
sir.
to be looking at the way they've done it and do our own, either in a better way or something similar to their own. So Craving Clean, did you get this thing from Amazon KDP, or you just
Do you
thought
mean
of
the
the
title or something similar?
yes?
Yes, I saw similar ones, like such as 21 days. Let me even read them, the ones I saw to you directly. So example, yes, this one is the 21 day miracle. It showed
Okay.
as the bestseller. 21 day miracle. Let's take the crap out. The guide to going viral. The art of going slow. No, let me go back again.
Are they storybooks, Abby?
No, no, no. They are self help books, non fiction.
Okay, let me just type. I'm sure you can see my screen, right? Best
Yes, sir.
selling. So should in case you are not seeing it very well, so once I sent you the replay, you can easily watch and see it very well. Best-selling
All
self
right then.
help book. Okay, so now these are some books that are here. So far, it is self-help book. I don't see what is related, but what I just want you to know, you can just easily make your research anytime. But let's assume that I want to check out. I don't know whether this book is a
Why don't you just use my keywords addiction?
addiction is your keyword, Abby.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Overcoming addiction.
overcoming addiction book. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's assume that you want to use any of these ones. So let me click on this particular book now. So what we would just want to check there is the way they design their book and the way the inside their book look like, so that we can have the inspiration of what we are going to be doing in our own two book. So let me
All
check
right,
the
sir.
inside of this book. You are going to click on read sample just like you have always done. I don't know if you have read sample because I showed you how to do this. So you can see this book now. We have a simple cover for their book. You can easily design something simple like this if it is related to your book. So now look at their own first page. I hope you can see that from your screen there.
Yes, sir.
You can see how simple the first page looks like. So now this is the title of the book, and then this is like the subtitle of the book, a mindful word book to understand addiction, stop LD, something like that. So this is like the subtitle of the book. So all these subtitle, there are some keywords that are embedded in it that made it a subtitle. So we are still going
Yes,
to be
sir.
getting there. So now Eric Potter, that is the name. Do you already have your own pen name that you are going to be using on Amazon KDP?
My what, sir?
Your pen name, the name of the author.
No, it's just my name. Okay, I need to get a pen name.
No, yeah, you can use your name, anything. You can use anything as your pen name. But do you have anyone you want to use? It not even include it in your book.
Not yet.
So that is why you can see. That's why I said you need to look at what others have done. Then you can replicate that thing in your own book. So now you can see that Eric Potter is this person's name. So you too, you are going to be including your name at the end of your maybe at the. Let me check one of my book for you. If I can still have it on this thing. Let me check. Mm, I want to show you how I included my own name.
Yes, sir.
So you can see this is like my own front page of my book. It is like a cookbook. So you can see the front page.
Wow.
So this you can see my name at the end of it, Prince
Yes, sir.
RX. So that is what I use for my own pen name. So now when we are going to
How
be
did you
creating,
design it, sir? How did you get
I
your cover, sir?
I am going to be teaching you everything when we get
Okay,
to this
okay.
stage. You're going
Okay,
to be
sir.
learning.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Okay. So now this my first page. You can see that it is cover that is there, just like
Yes,
how
sir.
it is on this their own two book on Amazon
Yeah.
KDP. You can see that it is cover that is on their own two first page. So your own first page too is going to be cover. So we are going to be getting there. But presently where we are is editing our book and formatting our book. So now
Yes,
the
sir.
second page of the book, you can see the way it looks like. This is it. The third page of it, you can see it, copyright page. This is where it is on their third page. Let me show you my own second page and my own third page. So look at my own first page here. Look at my second page. You can see what is on my own second page here.
Mm.
So you can see my third page. This is my copyright page. This is how my own looks like. So you can just use your creativity to design it just to make it looks attractive, because it is the attractiveness that make people to like fall, or neatness of that your book that make people wants to buy that your book. If you just do everything the way you did it, you know you have not learned it. So if somebody that did not learn and the person just do it the way it likes, those are the type of person
Mm.
that so let me just put it that way. So now that is their third page. You can see this fourth page. It's not necessary that you put all this one if you don't have how to scan your QR code or anything. But if you have it, it's for advanced people. When you know we grow online, when you get to
Yes,
some
sir.
level, you're going to be including all the knowledge that you have gotten, you'll be including it to your personal self to grow yourself. So now look at their table of content. So this table of content is clickable. It is just because I'm watching it from outside their book. That is why it's like this. So you have to make sure that your table of content too should be clickable, that when we click on this particular thing, it's going to take us to when I want to buy and read. Now that is when they are going to allow me. Let me check their Kindle version. If I check their Kindle version, you are going to see that this particular table of content should be clickable. You can see now what I'm saying. Did you see now? When I click this philosophy of addiction, let me click this 6 criteria. Okay, they not allow me to read all those ones. You can see that when I click this philosophy, did you see where it took me to?
Yes, sir.
Please, can you see that? So your own table of content, I'll be teaching you how to make it clickable. So now the basic thing I'm trying to explain here is that your first page is going to be your page where you are going to be putting your design. Your second page is where you can easily write your title and your subtitle. Your third page is where you are going to be putting your copyright page. I'm going to be showing you how to get your copyright in today's lecture before 2 o'clock by the grace of God. Your fourth page is going to be your table of content, just like it is like this, and how to make it clickable. I'm going to be showing you that one as well. So now, your fifth page is where your introduction is going to start. So now, writing your book, did you see the format? It's just very simple. What happened here? It's just very, very simple to write. Just write normally. But when writing, you make sure that it is something that is very, very okay. It is readable and something that is not stressing people to read. Do you
Yes,
understand
sir.
that? So
Yes,
now
sir.
let me want to show the writing something. It's not something difficult for you. Can see the write up. It's just very simple. So you can see how it looks very neat and clean. So there is something I want you to do. I'm going to be correcting that for you. Anytime you want to write your book for Amazon KDP, so this is your document now. The first thing you need to change, you go to your editing. So this video, I'm going to be sending you the replay so that you can watch. Maybe if you want to create another book and if you have forgotten one or two things. Before you start writing, you go to your file here on your, then you change the font, the page setup of your book. For Amazon KDP book, you are going to be changing it. You can see that it is on letter. You are going to be changing it to A5. That is the standard of Amazon KDP. Because if you post this one there, they may likely reject it, that they don't want it. So you change it to
Mm.
A5. So once you change it to A5, you click on OK. So it's going to be smaller than this. As you can see presently, that it has become more smaller. Did you see that now? So this is the
Yes,
normal
sir.
standard of
Yes, sir.
Amazon. So this particular first one now, we are going to remove this one and put it in the second page. So don't try to use enter, enter, enter. You are going to be using page break if you want to let something to start from another page, because when you use enter, enter to
Okay.
join to another page, it's going to be merging your work together. Your work is not going to be lining on a page. Do you understand what I'm saying? It's going to be
Yes,
jumping. It's
sir.
going to be passing. So anytime you want to start new paragraph or any new beginning, instead of you using enter, you use page break. So now this is our first page now. You can see that it's blank. So this our first page
Yes,
is
sir.
going to be our title page. So when we design, we are going to be putting our design here. So we have been able to cover that one. So now the second page now, this second page, we are going to be putting this one here. So let's say you can increase it. You can increase it just to make it fine. You are going to still be changing some things just to make it okay. So we are going to be designing it. So this design you are going to be using, you can easily look for more creative from other people. So what is your name? Your name, you are going to be putting it at the end of this page, this down part. So what name should we put? So you can easily put it. Let me just put it here. Don't worry. You can easily put it when you are re-editing, rechecking it. So you are going to put, let me say, your name. So you are going to put that one here. This one. So that is that about that. You can see now that we are done with our title page. We are done with the second page as well. So we are moving forward. Now, this third page, you are not going to be starting your book here. We are going to click on page break. The third page is for the third page 3 is for copyright page. So how do you get your copyright page? Now, any book you are going to be writing online for Amazon or anything or anywhere, anything you want to write, to get your copyright page is very, very easy. So how do we get it? You go to ChatGPT. Please, I hope you are following. And I hope I'm not too...
No, sir.
Okay, so now you get to ChatGPT here. You tell ChatGPT that I am writing a book titled, what's the title of your book?
Craving clean.
Craving clean,
Clean.
Abi?
Yes, sir, clean.
All right. And I want to publish it on Amazon KDP. If I put I am writing a book, ChatGPT will think I'm the one writing it because I have a personal relationship with ChatGPT. So let me let ChatGPT know that I am not the one who...
Okay.
Tell it,
Okay.
my student, one of my... Because another time, if I'm asking that question or somehow question, if I did not specify that it is my student, he may be thinking that you wrote one book on Amazon. I don't want my conversation to be disturbing it, so that I like direct answers and direct things. So one of my students is writing a book titled The Hair, and she wants to publish it on Amazon KDP. We have... Shebi, you have your table of contents. Okay, don't worry, we can easily get that one anyways. We have generated the table of contents and all the content, comma, what I need you to... me, I'm typing as if I'm telling ChatGPT that my student. So if you are the one typing to your own ChatGPT, you don't need to
Yes, sir.
follow this process. You just go straight. I am writing this book. Do you understand it now? You just get what you want
Yes,
to get.
sir.
What I need you to do for me now is to help us generate a copyright page for the book, and I want it to be of Amazon standard. Okay, so let me just put it then. You just type it. Once we type it, it's going to generate it for us. We just only need to input our name and add some other things there. So it said, so below is a professional and Amazon KDP standard copyright page for your student book, Craving. You can customize. So it's going to be giving you to everything about it. The only thing you only need to do is just to customize, change the date, add your name, add all other things. Do you get it now? So we are going to be doing that at the end of our video, because everything here I'm going to be giving you So there are some other things that you may not have. Just try to leave them alone if you don't have it. It's not compulsory at all. So now this is everything here. So where is your, this is your page. Then you just paste everything. Then we are going to remove some of the things that are not important here. And then I'm going to edit it in a way. You can see that it's too long, it's too much. So please kindly note that all this dash that you are seeing here, always remove it. If you are typing from your book, always remove all those dash. Copyright at 2025. So you put your name in that author's name. So let me just remove all this one. You don't have all these ones. Publishers here, you don't have all these ones. It is when you have all those ones later on, when you start publishing on Amazon, they will give you your ISBN number and all other things. So you can easily edit and put it there later. So are you the one that choose that font that you are using?
I don't know the specific fonts. I just curious and for your feedback.
Okay, because the font is, let me check, is a little bit okay, but the spaces that are there is giving me, it's taking more of the book as if, well, you can use it if it is okay. But let me change the settings here. Let me use
But which
0.5.
font do you use, sir? So I'll just use it.
Me, I used to use Georgia. Let me show you my book to see how it looks like. I used to use Georgia every time. And
So
sometimes,
Georgia.
so you can see my table of content now. Let me show you. When I click on this Keto Basics, it's going to take me. Did you see that now? It took me to where that thing is in the book. So it's always just very simple like this. So that is it. You can use that one and you can use this one, anyone you want to use. Let me just change this one. Editing is always taking more time, oh, sincerely. I edit for somebody.
Yes,
Like if
sir.
I want to edit for people, like somebody give me this your book now, and then they said I should edit. I used to edit for one woman like that. I used to collect 5K for editing, and I'll tell her to give me like 2 3 days because that thing is always taking more time. So let me just. But do you like the font? Because it's about you. It's not about me. Do you like the font?
No, I think it's not about what I like. It's about what's right, sir. So
You know,
anyone that is best.
everything is always right. Everything is it is only maybe information that you don't know, policy that you must
Yes,
not
sir.
violate. That is where we are older, like we have the knowledge than you. But when we talk about creativity, it is your creativity.
Okay.
You get it now. So the
Okay.
type of fonts they are not using that one to depend. That we not say okay, only people that use Georgia, they are the one that buy their book a lot. No, it's just about creativity. If you like it. So when you are editing, just try to make sure that this one is on one page. I want to do it for you, but it's like it's taking my time. But let me try to do something. Let me try. I want it to spread wide on this place so that we can have more spaces. Let me include this one now. 0.7. Let me change it to 0.7. No, 0.5 is okay.
But sir, is there any rule for margin number?
No, there is no rule for margin. Depending on the book that you are creating, there is rule for margin on Amazon KDP, but it depends on the book that you are creating. If it is like all this coloring book, all this puzzle book, there are some things that you need to follow there. There are some margin that we need to follow because that book is always like a printable book, and they want to cut those books to sell to people. Like this one that you are creating now, the person may decide to read it on Amazon KDP, and then you earn your own royalty. The person may decide to download it. Do you get? So it is only
Yes,
when the
sir.
person wants to buy it, well, they want to take it home. And most of the time, all this type of book, they usually download to read, or they buy and they get it in a downloadable file instead of buying. There's only all this like coloring book, all these book that kids usually use, or adult, or all this one. Those are the book that they usually buy. So when we are trying to create all those books, we are always using Canva instead of using Google Documents. Do you understand now? So let me just do this one
Yes,
here
sir.
like then here you are going to put your email, your publisher's name or author's email. You can just put your email address here. So I think I've been able to make it a page. So now you are going to design it though, or I do not want us to spend more time there. So now every of your heading of your book. Now let's start to this heading now. This heading, Amazon book description, SEO aligned. Let me check what is inside here. Okay. All these things are still like the introduction to your book. So just make sure you arrange
No.
all these things well. Like all
Okay.
these things I'm seeing, they are still like the introduction to your book. Inside the book, what do you have in the book? What do we have for you? All these spaces, try to join them together so that it's not taking much time. Did you see? Join them together so that you have more space to do other things in your book. Because when it's taking too much pages, Abi, you want to because Amazon pay per page. You now want to spread everything out so that people can read more of your book.
Yes.
So just make sure that you remove all these spaces here so that everything can look so okay. And remove those dash too. Remove those dash. So that it's looking readable. So now when you want to, let me go to the beginning so that we can start the editing. All this one, just remove the space, join them together. Okay, your table of content is already clickable. Did I show you the video to do that?
No, sir.
How did you now make this table of contents clickable?
I use the insert table of content. Then I
Okay.
went to. I figured it out.
Okay, no problem. So now this
Although
one,
when I did it, it made everything in the book clickable. I had to be deleting.
Okay, yeah, we are going to sort that out. Yeah,
Oh,
I saw that when I was checking yesterday. When I was checking your book, I saw that you use something that makes everything going to be clickable. So the thing is that what you used was that you use heading 2. All these heading 1, all this heading, title, subheading, all these ones, they are always used so that when we want them to be clickable, anything that we use them for is going to be clickable. So all your work, it was on heading 2. If I'm not mistaken, I checked it yesterday. You can see this
okay. I
now.
didn't know.
This one.
Wow. I didn't know.
Okay, you have deleted some.
'Cause-
That was why I cannot see some again on heading 2. When I click on it yesterday, I realized that majorly almost everything are on heading 2. So look at this middle now.
Hmm.
This middle, I think I saw one heading 2 here. Okay, you've deleted more of them. You've removed more of them. So all your headings for your Amazon KDP book, I don't really enjoy this font. It's making everything to be too much in my eyes. Or this is what we are going to do. Let's delete this table of content first. Let's still remove it. You are going to delete the table of content. Let us still arrange our work finish before you go back to the table of content. Because you can easily get our table of content even after we are done editing, we are done doing everything.
Yes, sir.
It's almost 2 o'clock. Oh, okay, I'm almost done with what I want to show you, Sha. If I showed you, so I think this one, how do you remove this line?
It's actually 3. It's going to 3, not 2, sir.
Let me just highlight them and delete it at once. It's still 4. This thing is plenty. This is the 5th one now, 6th one, 7th one. We want them to even pay you for reading table of content only. Okay, so now this is the page for table of content. So let's leave it. Let's move. Let's do page break. So now our page for table of content is there. So all these ones, you make sure you arrange them together. You
Yes, sir.
remove all those spaces there. You arrange them. So once that one is done, I would prefer we use, let's use that Georgia so that it
All
can be
right, sir.
easier. Just change it to Georgia. Maybe after we are done with everything, then you can now change it back to any font you want to use. But let's use Georgia. It's going to give us more. This one is just taking more space. And again, I think you added spaces in your write-up. Let me check the space
I
that you
use
use for.
double space though.
That is why I can see that this thing is taking much more double. So I think you can use that 1.5. Can always use 1.5. So this space will be big enough. It will be easier for them. When it's too large, people may not, I don't know how to put it, but use just one. Use just 1.5 so that everything can be okay. If it is double space, it will be taking too much of pages. But when you change it to Georgia, you can use that double space. If it is okay, it is still fine. But this one, the wording itself is even scattered, is a little bit bigger. So using double space again is taking more. So now look at the beginning here now. Who is this for? Okay, this who is this for now? Just it's still is we've not started the beginning. So make sure you edit it. All this who is this for? Please put all those ones in heading 3. Immediately after your subtitle, immediately after your table of content, this is the title page, copyright page, this is it. So immediately after your table of content should be next. Where is your table of content? Where did you go and put your table of content? Oh, no,
You
no, no,
deleted it
no.
already, sir.
You can see it here. It's on your page 10. Immediately after copyright page, the next thing should be your table of content before you start all those Amazon something. Did you get that? I'll change it now. Your table of
All right,
content
sir.
should be immediately after your copyright page here. So that is where your table of content should be. so that all this Amazon something can enter the table of contents. When you put it below when you put table of contents below them, it's going to make everything rowdy. So let me just page break. So this particular page is going to be your table of contents page. So I think we are done with that. So the fourth page now is going to be starting with Amazon book description. So this Amazon book description, we are going to make sure that that one is on heading 2. Is it heading 2 or heading 3? Yes, it should be on heading 2. So this SEO, drop it down. Did you see now? That is how we edit. We try to make spaces, make it look so okay. Don't jam pack everything together. You can see now that Amazon book description, the down part is now, this down part is now going to be heading 3 instead of heading 2. I hope you are getting what I'm doing now.
Yes, sir.
Please. So now you can easily maybe underline it, and then you can change the color. But when you are changing your color, make sure your color is rhyme throughout the end of your book. If you are using this page, this first one, if you are using color blue for it, all your heading at the beginning must be color blue. If you are using color red for this down part, all the down part of your work must be color red. So that is just that. And you can leave it like this, it's still okay. So now this one is in heading 2 and this one is in heading 3. So we are done with this part. So this one now, all this your work here. I hope you can see the one I'm highlighting now.
Yes, sir.
Please, can you see what I'm highlighting? So this highlighting, you are going to go to this place. It's already there now. So you have to make it on justify. Don't let it be at the align left or align right. Let it always, all your work inside, let it be on justify. So once you leave
Yes,
it on
sir.
justify, everything must be on justify. So that is that one. So now look at this one. As you are starting, he said, what if your addiction isn't about pleasure but pain? There is something about Amazon KDP book, and they will always check it as well. They don't want you to just use AI and give them. Maybe you said you have paraphrased everything. Maybe you have not.
Not all of them. There are some I
Hey, you
wrote
want
just
to?
my writing. No, there was my style of writing was AI did not generate it for me. They are my writing. Then I told it to edit it.
Oh, okay, 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 okay. So now, what if your addiction isn't about pleasure but pain? Now, this one now, you can just you can try to put a bulletin here. You can just try to put a bulletin just to make it different. You can see, just put these two bulletin. Why is this one not having it? All these spaces in the middle is too long. I want to remove this space. I don't know. Okay. So now, just make sure that everything is not just straight. You are making things look different. Now, behind the
Um,
addiction wound, so you can see behind every addiction is is a wound. Then make sure that all your these things they are like this. They are looking like something that is readable. Did you see now that at least it has changed the way it looks before?
yes, sir.
So it's now looking like, make them look like a book so that when they are reading, they can get, when there is too much of break in it, it's going to be affecting. But when
Yes,
people are
sir.
reading, you can see after four or five lines, you'll be leaving space in the middle like this. So this name, delete this one. So now you can see that we are done with this one now. You can see that it's different from
Okay.
the way it looks before. Amazon
Yes,
book
sir.
description. So we are done with this particular part. This name, what is here? They said there is a comma. So now this, in this book, you will discover is not going to be aligning to the left hand side. It's going to be in the middle. And you are going to be removing all these, what do they even call it? Column. All that column. Please be removing them. It's very important. Don't forget them. What did I said the heading is going to be? Which heading is the heading going to be? Heading what?
Me too.
Yes, this heading is going to be, you can see that this one is in heading 3. You have to change it to heading 2 because it is like the top heading. Then you should bold all the heading. Please don't forget to bold all the heading. It's very, very, very important. I did not bold this one. So bold all the heading, whether it is heading 2 or heading 3, bold them. So if you now want it like maybe you want all the heading 3 to be italic, it depends on you. Any creativity, something that shall make your book look so special. So let me say I want to be italicing all these heading subheadings. So this space in the middle too is too big. Remove that space. Let them join together. Do you get? So that it's not too big. So we are done with the page 5. So this page 2 as well. This one to just remove all the spaces here. So that is how you are going to do to all these ones. So now that you are done, let's say you are done with all these ones now, let's go to the introductory part of the book. This is the introduction now. So you can see the introduction. It should be in what? Heading 2. You bold it. It is on area. Let's say you are using, I used to use New Times Roman and Georgia to write my book. Those are the two fonts that I usually use for my book because I used to like the
Yes,
way they
sir.
look. So, and make sure that the font you are going to be using, you must not change the font. Probably you should use Georgia here, you should use Times New Roman here, you should use,
Yes,
please, your
sir.
font must be equal because these are the things that the machine that you are going to be publishing on Amazon, they are going to be checking everything. And if they see that there is an error there, they'll reject your book. And presently, Amazon don't reject book, unlike before, that they'll just tell you that this is where your error is coming from, go and change. Now, if they just notice that the error is just too much for them to tell you to go and change, the thing that they'll do is just to block the account straight. So that is why
Huh.
you need to pay more attention. You pay attention when you are trying to write your book so that you don't have much mistake. At least if there's little mistake there, they'll tell you that, okay, go and adjust this one, go and do this one. Page 17 is not okay. It's not standing on the line. Go and do it very well. They'll tell you that one if the mistake is not too much. So now, the introduction, you can see that we have done. Just remove all this dash. Please remove everything in your work. It's very
Yes,
important.
sir.
Remove everything in your work. So you see all those Oyinbo that you are seeing it in their work, they are gurus. They have been writing books before all this ChatGPT and all this AI came. So Amazon already know that all this one are good. So make sure you don't. So I think your write up here is okay. Everything is set up here. Yeah, everything is on justify. If I'm yes, everything is fine. So just make sure you arrange it well. So that is that of introduction. The second one, let me check the second one. Hey, this alternative. So what did I say you are going to do to this column?
I'll I'll put it in the center and in heading 2 and bold
Okay,
it.
so good. You are going to put this one in center, and you change it to heading 2, and then we bold it. So that is it. So you can now decide to use, instead of color black, black, black for everything, all your headings, you can decide to use color green. All your headings, you can decide to use color blue or any color that you like, just to make, when people are reading your book, they should be feeling connected. And please, when you are trying to, you said you are the one that even wrote the book, so I don't really need, it's going to be sounding more human and it's going to be more engaging. Abi now. So now look at this
Yes,
one. Now
sir.
you can
I
see that
don't.
this one, what do you say?
I say yes, although I'm still going to still make adjustments more.
All right, okay, no problem. So now this reality, the reality, is it a heading or a subheading? The alternative, is this reality, is it a heading or a subheading? Is the reality a heading or a subheading?
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I can hear you. I said this reality, is it a heading or a subheading? Can you hear me? Okay, so without don't let me waste too much of time so that we can, because it's even 3 o'clock. So now this your reality. You are going to be changing it, dropping it down to the next page. Don't use enter, please. If you use enter like this, it's not going to be okay. When you finish your book, it's going to be lapsing together. So what you are expected to use is to go to this insert. When you go to the insert, then you use page break to turn it back down. Then you change it to what? To the
Hello, okay,
middle.
I can hear you, sir.
Yes, I can hear you.
Ah,
So
so
you
I've
just
not been hearing you all this while.
yeah, no problem. So far, I am recording it. That was why I continue to talk so that when you are watching it, you actually get that place.
Okay,
Do you
okay.
understand?
Oh,
So what I was just saying was that you should just use this reality was at the back here before. I said don't use enter to bring it down. Don't use enter like this to bring it down. Use page break. Because when you use enter, if you are done writing your book, you are going to
wait,
see
wait.
that it's going to be lapsing together. But when you use page break, every heading will start from a fresh page. So now after that time, you change this one to justify. So that's how you are going to do to every of your book. Then you bold it. So you may decide to now make this your heading, change it to heading 2. You may decide to use all your heading to be in capital letter again, just to make it look special. Do you understand? So all these things that I've mentioned
Yes,
is
sir.
what you are going to be implementing to edit this particular book till the end. But there are some places, I don't know, look at why this book now. You have to move that one to if there is a space that will capture every information under it, you can leave it under this first one. But if there is no page that can allow everything, you move this why this book, you move it down to another page, use page break. So all this one, instead of using only this type of bulletin, you can try to use another bulletin just to make sure that it looks so special. So that is that concerning that. I think this one is not a heading, but first, what is addiction? This one should be like one of a subheading. You can just
Yes,
use
sir.
it as a subheading. Use heading 3. Don't use heading 2. Every subheading should be heading that is downward. Heading 3, heading 4, heading 5. You get. So this, but first, you can just use any other another color to do it, bold it, then you continue like that. So that is how you are going to continue the sometimes you may not use bulletin, you may use 1, 2, 3. Like this one now that I'm seeing here, you can see that it is under this work. That could be number one, porn or masturbation. Number two, sugar or do you understand it now? You can use
Yes, sir.
numbers, all these particular ones, so that people that are reading are going to be feeling connected that, oh, this book is actually helping me. And you make sure you proofread before you submit it to me. So I'll be giving you today is Monday. I'll be giving you Tuesday. When are you going to be submitting back so that I can preview what you have done?
Uh, oh my goodness. Like, okay, sir, please can I ask how many steps away do I have?
The step away is very simple. After we are done editing now, what we want to do is I will show you how to design that book cover. You are going to
Yes,
design
sir.
it. After you are done designing book cover, the only thing we want to do is to start publishing. I can teach you how to publish in just like 2 hours or 1 hour. You are done because what we want to do in publishing has a lot of work to do there. But we are going to
Yes,
be
sir.
making keyword research. I'll be teaching you how to. You are going to be exposed to some things, but we can actually use a day. So let's say about 3 steps. Let's say
Okay,
about
sir.
3 steps to go. So is
Okay,
that okay
sir.
by you?
Yes, sir. I'm just the reason why I asked the question is to know the specific time today because my week is actually okay. Can I just say on or before Saturday, sir? Please.
Okay, let me give you till Sunday then.
God bless you, sir. Thank you,
So
sir.
just be using maybe 30 minutes in a day, or I know our
Okay.
schedule. It's like you are doing 9 to 5 or you are busy, Abby.
I'm doing remote, but I'm doing lots.
Yeah, sorry.
I'm doing different
I
things.
really resigned from my own remote job because they are taking my time. I thought, "My God, I'm not working again. Your work is time consuming because you just be monitoring all the time. So it's fine, Sha. You can always use 30 minutes in a day to actualize everything. So you finalize everything before
Mm.
Sunday.
All right,
Okay.
sir. Thank
So
you
I'll be
so
expecting your
much.
feedback by then. So just make sure you edit it. This chapter one, that one should be in heading two. The down part should be in heading three. So that is how you are going to be doing it till the end of your book. So once we are done with it, just send it to me. That we are going to generate our table of contents immediately
All
so
right,
that we
sir.
can proceed with the next thing on our agenda. So have a wonderful day ahead. I'm going to be
You
sending you the
too.
day before night by the grace
All
of
right,
God.
sir. All right, sir. Thank you so much for your time and patience. I appreciate you, sir.
We give all thanks to Almighty.
Yes, sir. Bye for now, sir.
All right, and you too. Bye.